So here we have the Jaguar XE on a 65 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside though, you can see it's a four-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of it from there. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space available to you there as well. You can increase that further by folding down the rear seats, should you wish to do that, of course. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the speedometer. We have the rev counter on the right-hand side. In the centre, you can see lots of different bits of information, including the fuel gauge in the centre. Directly below the fuel gauge, the total miles for the car, which is 67,023. Directly below that, it will show you a digital readout for the speedometer. And to the left-hand side of that, it will also show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic, so of course we're in park at the moment. If we back out to the steering wheel, over on the right-hand side, we have our cruise control and speed limiter. On the left-hand side, the stereo and phone controls. And behind the steering wheel, the minus and plus pedals so that you can change up and down a gear manually on this automatic gearbox, should you wish to do that. Over in the centre, we then have the touch screen for the car. You have a few physical buttons down the right and left-hand sides, all very clearly labelled so you can see exactly which one is for which thing. We're on the home menu at the moment. You could, for example, access your satellite navigation, your phone, your music, parking sensors, so music just here, parking sensors there, or use the touch screen. So, for example, the satellite navigation. Nice clear colour display. It's a very, very easy system to use. We can come back out to the home screen from here. You can pair your phone by hitting yes and following the instructions on screen. Again, we're not going to do that at this moment in time. You have climate control settings here. We do have manual settings below that, which we'll come to in just a moment. And of course, we got our audio menu. We have DAB, FM and AM radio, auxiliary input as well. Once you paired your phone, you'll have Bluetooth audio as an option up here also. So plenty of ways to listen to your music in this car. On top of all of that, we've also got a full colour reversing camera available as well. Working our way down are the physical controls I mentioned just a moment ago for the dual zone climate control. Dual zone because you can adjust the passenger temperature and driver temperature independently of one another. Your fan speed you can increase and decrease from here. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in with this button. The air conditioning is on at the moment, as you can see. So that's off, back on again. You can hit the auto button. The car will now take control of the fan speed and direction of the air to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. Any manual adjustment will take auto off straight away again. We have a heated rear screen and a proper heated front screen there as well. The main volume for the stereo. The button to start and stop the engine. We have the dial that would be, traditionally speaking, the gear lever for the car. So you've got reverse, neutral, drive, and if you push and twist, sport. When you switch the ignition off, this will lower so that it sits flush with this central unit just here. And then finally, we have these controls. So firstly, you can turn off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. We can change the driving setup of the car. So it's in normal at the moment. You can put it in kind of track mode, race mode. Normal, eco, and then snow or ice. We can also turn our traction control off from here as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.